So my name is Jakhari Smith. I'm based out of Sacramento, California, born and raised here. And yeah, I make music, I rap, I sing a little bit. And I started making music in near the end of 20. I started writing music near the end of 2020, and started putting out music in the middle of 2021.
Welcome back to Stinger Sound Sessions. Today, Sacramento rapper Jakhari Smith brings us a set list of songs that inspire self-confidence and promote a state of healing. Take a backseat, turn it up until it feels right, and let's get started.
Yeah. Hey, I'm better off. Right. I'm better off. Yeah, I'm better off. Yeah. Listen, Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Wishing I could feel again. Hoping I could find me a love that is real again. I had to stop all of this numbing just so I could find my feelings. Nice thoughts of me, I'm hanging straight from the ceiling. I was taking in what these demons have been dealing. Better place now I'm finding my own healing, I'm in love with who I am becoming. If you wasn't here to stay, then you can't tell me nothing. Every time I grab the mic, I get the crowd jumping. I've been working on these dreams, there's nothing into something. Know my soul gon' live forever if they try to kill me. They can never ever touch me, but they'll always feel me. Bring them closer to my heart as I reveal the real me. As the time passes by, I know it all will heal me. I'm better on my own. I think I'm better off alone. Fighting off these demons, life gon' take its toll. Pick a road. On these nights it get cold. I won't break, I won't fold. I'm better on my own. I think I'm better off alone. Fighting off these demons, life gon' take its toll. Pick a road. On these nights it get cold. I won't break, I won't fold. I contemplated suicide about 1,000,000 times. I'm trying to hide. Running from these feelings, all this shit that's deep inside. Bidding for my family, so I always can provide. I'm learning who I am to grow my pride. Always giving love, but ain't get nothing back. And all this pain on my soul is like a heart attack. And all this trauma in my past I had to unpack. I never knew that a rose can grow from the cracks. Listen, I lift my voice for the voiceless. Better days, I'm trying to make the right choices. I'm on a trip, I'm on a mission, on a voyage. And they was talking nonsense, it was pointless. I'm trying to find out who I am, who I was, who I wanna be. God is still working every day, now he ain't done with me. This is for my doubters, if you sleep and swear you gonna see. I'm about to make it, it's a guarantee. I'm better on my own. I think I'm better off alone. Fighting off these demons, life gon' take its toll. Pick a road. On these nights it get cold. I won't break, I won't fold. I'm better on my own. I think I'm better off alone. Fighting off these demons, life gon' take its toll. Pick a road. On these nights it get cold. I won't break, I won't fold. No. I said I'm better on my own. I think I'm better off alone. Fighting off these demons, life gon' take its toll. Pick a road.
Trying to see our reflection through the broken glass. As we navigate these troubled waters, broken souls, we try our best to find something to hold. Whether it be a person, an object, or a memory, we hold on to that comfort that saves us from an enemy. But we all must come into our own. Find that confidence inside that makes us whole. The child within that only we know. As we reflect with time, we all can grow.
We all can grow, yeah. We all can grow, yeah. We all can grow, yeah. So I would describe my music as healing. I talk a lot about mental health and mental health issues that are it's a big thing in our community. Everybody has something that they're going through, and basically, like, through my music, I want to be able to show people that they're not alone, and that they can always they focus on the self-healing and self-love. That's like one of the best things that you can do is like take the time to like figure out who you are and learn about yourself.
And that's what I want my music to portray, and that's what I want people to feel when they listen to my music, is that, you know, they can overcome anything that they have that's weighing them down.
Yeah, we gotta get up. Hey, shout out my brother Connor, couldn't make it. I'ma do my best to do your part justice. Yeah. When you falling, you gotta get up. You gotta rise, keep going. Yeah. Gotta rise, keep going. Yeah. Hey, we get up. We get up. We get up. Yeah. We get up. Hey. Cause when the road gets tough, yeah, and you're all alone, just try to stand real tall. Yeah. Just scream this if you fall. Said I gotta get up. I said I gotta get up. Gotta get up. Yeah. Say you gotta get up. Gotta get up. Listen, look, It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder what a love for my brothers. They try to keep us under. Walking through the storm, I'm parading through the thunder. Trying to do what's right before heaven calls my number. I get older, I turn colder. Before it's over, punch you love just so I can hold her. Walk around, I got pain sitting on my shoulder. And I've changed so much, I swear I've gotten bolder. This life is for the taking, money for the making. Lost in translation, you know my heart was breaking. Mama having seizures on the floor, she was shaking. Always had my back, all her love I'm embracing. Smile on my face cause I'm still here on this day. Brothers, let's unite and keep that drama all away. Ain't gotta be all tough, be yourself, it's okay. Stop all the madness and stop all the gray. Hey,
when the road get tough, and
yeah,
you're all alone.
Yeah, hey,
just try to stand real tall.
Yeah,
just scream this if you fall. Said I gotta get up.
I said I gotta get up. Yeah,
gotta get up.
Yeah.
Say you gotta get up.
I said I gotta get up. Yeah,
gotta get up.
Listen, There's nowhere to call home. Every dark night, why I always feel alone. I'm calling out for help and never answered the damn phone. Never ever thought that I'd be stuck here on my own. Being in the light can be a blessing and a curse. I find it's hard to trust. Sometimes that pain is worse. Remember, in this life, there is never a reverse. That's why I give my all, every line, every verse. Today is always here, but tomorrow isn't promised. Reason they relating, cause I'm always being honest. Nights they stay cold, I'm trying to find my solace. Focus on building better days is upon us. The passion is hereditary, the boy is legendary. I know this path that we taking can be very scary. Been belief up in myself, now this ain't temporary. And I love this shit is necessary. Yeah, hey.
When the road get tough,
Right.
and you're all alone.
Right.
Just try to stand real tall. Just scream this if you fall. Said I gotta get up.
Said I gotta get up. I gotta get up. Yeah.
Say you gotta get up.
I said I gotta get up. Yeah.
Gotta get up.
Yeah. Keep it going. Yeah.
The Sacramento music scene is beautiful. It truly is. I came in, like I said, I'm fresh in the music scene. Just getting involved and becoming a part of the core here. I have to give a huge shout out to the Lab Rats. They're like one of the main, they host a weekly jam session at the Torch Club every Sunday. And I feel like that is like one of the best things going on right now in the city. And what I really see, the reason why I say that is because it literally brings everyone, regardless of how long you've been making music, what medium of music, whether it be spoken word, everybody's accepted there. And different backgrounds, you know, wherever you come from, you know, no one's turned away. Everyone can be free there. And I feel like free is like the key word of what's going on in the music scene right now, is having the ability to feel safe and free with the community and the people that are around. And I just want to see us continue to grow, continue to collaborate. Collaboration is one of the biggest things that I see with us. And like, yeah, we'll just keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep working together, and let's show them what Sacramento is all about. Like, for the longest time, I always struggled with, I didn't know like what my purpose was, or like what I truly, like, what talent did I possess? Like, I really didn't know. So, like, it took some time for me to, like, figure out who Jakhari is and, like, actually find that love for who Jakhari is. You know, the soul that's inside.
The year's 04, I'm chillin' up in Granny's crib, watching MTV, see how these rappers live. I got dreams to make it out of this battlefield. Nowadays it's just time to build. There's some shit I gotta get out, some shit I gotta say. Pray I stay committed, pray I never lose my faith. Rain go away and please come another day. Take the time to learn, cause you know I'm here to stay. Everything comes full circle. Gotta learn to throw away the things that could hurt you. Spending all my nights, I'm writing things in my journal. Gotta throw it out, I'm leaving out the bad internal. Hey yo, there's some snakes up in that grass, never play up in that garden. And I write my feelings on the paper past the margin. Working on the craft, these flows had to sharpen. Find the light when it's darkened. Fly me to the moon, fly me, fly me. I'm trying to find a better view. Yeah. You could fly me to the moon, fly me, fly me. I'm trying to find a better view. I'm trying to find a better view. You can fly me to. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I got dreams to achieve all I desire. I just grab me a match just to start my fire. I give my all every day, I'm hoping I inspire. Never have to rep no set just to show them that I'm real. When I speak my truth, they be knowing what's the deal. Taking all this time for myself just to heal. Told them how I feel, I struck gold within a year. Before I'm laid to rest, I'm gonna try my best. Yeah, this life is a test, don't you second guess. Put your bet up on yourself is what I suggest. Just be real with your love is all I request. Tell me all your secrets, they only stay with me. Tell me all your dreams, all the things you wanna be. Tell me all your visions, all the things you wanna see. I just wanna set you free. Fly me to the moon, fly me, fly me. I'm trying to find a better view. Hey, yeah. You could fly me to the moon, fly me, fly me. I'm trying to find a better view. I'm trying to find a better view. You can fly me to the moon, fly me, fly me. Yeah. Fly me, fly me. Yeah. Fly me. Yeah. Fly me. You can fly me to the moon. Yeah. Hargo's is like one of my favorite ones that I performed at. The Neighbor program. They're one of my family. That's my family right there, and like they do so much for the community. And like just like really just bringing people together. That's the like. When I talk about the venues that I frequent and the venues that I'm around, it's the ones that aren't afraid to bring people together, regardless of where their past may have been or what their background is. Everyone's accepted, So like those are two. Solomon's, the Restroom is another one that I frequent, and it's beautiful to be accepted. It's beautiful to see acceptance in its purest format, and I think Sacramento is like really like it's beautiful for that, and just having us like just come together, and people who probably would have never met outside of this, like it's beautiful to see.
You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey son, give me a call when you get a chance.
It's my mama, y'all.
Love you, mama. Shows and everything was going. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I love and miss you. Anyways, give me a call back later. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Let me take your bag, man. As I do so well. Listen, look. Hey, I I came up in the 916. Had me a few homies used to play around with sticks. Had me a few homies used to play around with bricks. Knew a couple fiends trying to get their necks fixed. Remember all them days when my mama was real sick. Remember all them days we had struggled to pay rent. Remember all them days I was laughed at as a jit. Now I am the one and can't nobody tell me shit. Head lean against the window, mind start reflecting. Think about these days as a kid with no stressing. Using my mistakes just to turn it to my lesson. I just had to find what's the right direction. Hey yo, my strong spirit held this weight up off my shoulders. Years flying by, I'm feeling sad that I'm older. Having all these memories locked up in my folder. Tell me why this pain hit me like a boulder. I'm wishing I was in the backseat. Had no worries as a youngin', mama had me. Now I'm older and these feelings always trap me. As a kid with myself, I was just happy. Yeah, wishing I was in the backseat. Yeah, backseat. I'm wishing I was in the backseat. Yeah, backseat. Right, hey. Dear family, I'm so sorry that I've been distant. I got dreams that I've been chasing. This moment I can't miss it. Building something greater, making more of what I'm giving. I'm trying to elevate my position. This whole journey is just new to me. Shout out Adonis on this path that just grew with me. Shout out the ones that didn't leave when they was through with me. Sometimes I really need to know who is true with me. It was all a dream to get to find the things, make it with the team. I'm about to build from ground up. I got a bigger scheme. Find a love for myself, I'm growing my esteem. Yeah, this smile, now it gleams. They call me the golden kid. I am the golden child. I know my papa in the sky is just really proud. Nowadays, I just lead the crowd. And if you feel me in the song, then just scream it loud. I'm wishing I was in the backseat. Had no worries as a youngin', mama had me. Now I'm older and these feelings always trap me. As a kid with myself, I was just happy. Yeah, wishing I was in the backseat. Yeah, backseat. I'm wishing I was in the backseat. Yeah, backseat. Hey, I'm wishing I was in the backseat. Had no worries as a youngin', mama had me. Now I'm older and these feelings always trap me. As a kid with myself, I was just happy. Yeah, wishing I was in the backseat. Yeah, backseat. Right, I'm wishing I was in the backseat. Yeah, backseat. Yeah. Hey,
What up, Sonny?
it's my dad right here.
Dad checking in.
Love you, Pops.
Anyway,
Love you,
just want to
Pops.
get them updates, man. See how you doing. You know, we're so proud of you, man. We just be thinking about you all the time. Anyway, give me a holler, man. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, tell your people that you love them. Yeah, tell your people that you love them. Yeah, tell your people that you love them. Right. So I'm always working on music. Like I work on music like every day. So that is like my main focus going into next year. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna, pivot. I just released a new album called Reflections Volume 2 in May of this year, and I kind of I'm gonna take my time with the next one. In my next project, I'm gonna shift my focus to singles and just focus on individual songs rather than full albums at this point. I do have shows coming up. I'll be actually here at Sac State September 13th doing a hour set. I have a show on 916 Day on out the way on J Street, Mahogany and Rose. Everything is, I take it day by day. So, new opportunities arise and we'll see where the journey goes from here, Hey, yeah, right, yeah. Right. Hate me, love me, hate me, love me. Yeah, Put your hands to the sky one time, right. Put your hands to the sky one time, right. Put your hands to the sky one time, yeah, I did it with no handouts. They hated on the boy, but I'm the man now. I'm about to make it, got a plan now. I'ma give my all, yeah, I can vow. About to show these people who keep talking what I am about. It took a year, some building in the city say we hot now. If we really hot, then I guess I'll call some shots now. If I call some shots, this violence need to stop. All this shooting bring us down, we tryna make it to the top. Told me this is my calling, my name is ringing bells. I'm the cheat code, so tell me how could I fail? No price up on my soul, this shit is not for sale. Carving out the devils that be in the details. Hate me or love me, you know Jakhari's on top. I give it my all, till my body just drop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Sax MVP, and I ain't going nowhere. You can get to know me, hate me or love me, you know Jakhari's on top. I give it my all, till my body just drop. Go ahead, envy me. MVP, envy me. MVP, envy me. MVP, envy me. Stop playing with me. My shit is one of one, I swear to God that you can't repeat. I've been finding peace, so tell my exes stay away from me. Stay away from demons, you can find me where the angels be. Listening, you'll learn I'm out the key so you can take your seat. Big boy, I got a lot up on my plate. Every day I'm staying focused, I'm just trying to stack this cake. Never questioning my fate, I'm going down as a great. I'm calling up my brother, told my dog we gon' be straight. Can't take nothing away from me, this shit was made for me. And if you can't lend a hand, then just pray for me. If you standing in my way, then make way for me. I give my all, this shit is faithfully. Hate me or love me, you know Jakhari's on top. I give it my all, till my body just drop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Sax MVP, and I ain't going nowhere. You can get to know me, hate me or love me, you know Jakhari's on top. I give it my all, till my body just drop. Go ahead, envy me. MVP, envy me. MVP, envy me. MVP, envy me. Stop playing with me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Hate me, love me, yeah. On volume 1, when I made that project, it was basically about reflecting on your past, and it left it at that. Just telling people to kind of reflect on their past because it'll help you learn more about yourself. So like Reflections Volume 1 is basically about reflecting on my past and who I was to realize who I am right now. And Volume 2 kind of, it touches on that, but it takes it a step further, whereas it's good to reflect and realize where you come from and where you are, but at the same time, you have to understand that we need to grow. We have to learn that we're not the same person the next day, or the next year, the next month, whatever. We're meant to grow, have ups, have downs. You know, we're meant to take wins, take losses, and all that drives into that growth pattern that we each have. And the main growth that I see, like within myself, and the main thing that I wanted to portray to the listeners is confidence. I think confidence has been the main key that I've seen in my own personal growth, and learning to love yourself, learning to know that you are worth whatever you're striving for, you are worth whatever you're trying to get. Yeah. Yeah. Turn me up, I'm about to kill this shit. Hey, we back. Yeah. Ha, 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 ha. Look, right, Listen to my first album, see where they got their style from. If you focus on what you want, then it shall come. Clearing all the pain that be stacking out on pile 'em. If you mixing talent and hard work, I'm the outcome. I'll be stepping over rappers like I'm AI. Swear you shouldn't hop up in this game if you ain't aim high. When all this rain poured down, I had to stay dry. Swear that I could only tell my truth, nah, I can't lie. Blood flow within, you know the pain will never win. In true love, it will surely conquer. Man, this music was my doctor when I start to holler. Pick up the pencil and the pen, then you know that I release all of my inner monsters. And today I cry some real tears. Every day, every night I'm facing real fears. I had to build up who I am, it's taking real years. It took some time for me to see it clear. turn my music loud, turn me up another level. Riding to the top, I got my foot on the pedal. Shaking off these demons, shaking off all these devils. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said turn my music loud, turn me up another level. Riding to the top, I got my foot on the pedal. Shaking off these demons, shaking off all these devils. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, run it to the max till I cannot stop. I'm holding all the cards, I got this shit right here on lock. I gotta learn to answer when that opportunity knock. I gotta take my shot, I got 1 second on the clock. People say they with us, I swear they really not. Boy, I got the ball and I'm taking all my shots. Had to pay the cost, this shit cost a lot. I'm never locked in, you can't put me in no box. Stuck up in the lead and I'm staying on the track. My squad be outside, they be knowing where we at. I never got the time, just sit back and relax. I put the whole city right here up on my back. I'm just a young king from the 916. Never sold no drugs, never played with them bricks. Only had a dream just to make it off the bench. Now all my trauma getting fixed. Turn my music loud, turn me up another level. Riding to the top, I got my foot on the pedal. Shaking off these demons, shaking off all these devils. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said turn my music loud, turn me up another level. Riding to the top, I got my foot on the pedal. Shaking off these demons, shaking off all these devils. Yeah, 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 huh. Yeah, 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 huh, turn me up, huh, turn me up, huh, turn me up, huh, turn me up, yeah, 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 yeah. As far as like collaborations go, I love collaborating, I love working with people. I feel that's one of my biggest strengths is collaborating with and bringing people together. And I think I work well with others. I'm just now getting back to creation right now. After reflections, I took a little bit of time to kind of like, I'm still in the promotion stage. I'm still pushing that album. That's gonna be my last project for a good minute as I shift into just focusing on singles and just loose songs. But I am working with other artists. I have a song that I'm working with. Her name is Lauren, amazing singer. And yeah, we're working on a beautiful track together. And we're trying to, you know, it's gonna be like very special. I'm super excited for that. That's the cool thing about creation. It's like, it's endless possibilities, endless puzzle pieces that you can put together.
Take me somewhere
far away from here, take me somewhere, take me somewhere far away from here, take me somewhere, take me, listen, huh? Under pressure, I'm a diamond in the rough. Mama told me life is gonna be tough. All this stuff on my mind and spliff cheer me up. And I've been dreaming about it all since I was a pup. Them days as a youth are better than I ever knew. We fight each other, we run from the boys in blue. And see yourself and your brother trying to make it through. Have a little love for me, a little love for you. Follow the darkness inside me till I saw the light. My angels working overtime, working day and night. This good a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I know it may take some time, stay on your grind. Asking why is death always on my mind? Asking why police always kill my kind? If you're looking for some peace in yourself, you'll find. Oh, self, throw it out, leave it all behind. I said, take me somewhere far away from here. Take me somewhere. Take me somewhere far away from here. Take me somewhere. Take me, listen, give me my space, I'm at a higher place. I'm stuck in this position trying to win the race. And I'm hoping for the best each and every day. God knows that I'm worth it, so to him I pray. I was screaming for some help, couldn't call a name. Insecurities, beating bruised, they feel my pain. We can never go back to where we used to be. And I pray for the day my people set free. I give my mama all I got, she raised the best in me. Locked up my peace of mind, throw away the key. You can charge it to the game, it's gonna cost a fee. To the bullshit I was blind, I can finally see. Ain't no way to face these problems, man, it's hard to cope. Therapy be the hardest, I just need the smoke. Heaven only knows I'm far from rich, I'm never broke. And Jakhari run bells every time he spoke. Yeah, take me somewhere far away from from here, take me somewhere. Take me somewhere far away from here. Take me somewhere. Take me, yeah. La da 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 da, huh? La da 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 da, huh? La da 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 da. La da 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 da, hey. La da 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 da, huh? La da da da. Take me, yeah. Out of everything, I just want to say I truly appreciate everyone in this scene. I truly appreciate everyone who comes out to the shows, who comes out to and supports, you know, everything that we're doing. You know, when we put out merch, when we put out things to support us, like, it's not easy being a independent artist. You know, like, everything that I do, whether it be studio time, paying for beats, paying for, you know, it's all from, you know, my own pocket change, you know. So, like, I truly appreciate everyone who does support and does, like, helps out and, you know, shares things and shares flyers, who shares the posts and, like, really tries to help us spread this as far as we can. And that's the beauty of it, is that the community really comes together whenever, you know, when all this, you know, is when we're building this up, the community truly does come together, and that's what's beautiful to see. I do want to give a huge shout out to two specific people, Andreas, A New Kitchen, and Dre T. Those are like two of my closest comrades, my mentors, and, you know, they make a lot of this, you know, flow, and they make a lot of this easy. It's not easy, but they make it easier. So I truly want to give a shout out to them and thank y'all for being a part of this journey with me. And I just want to say we're going to keep this going as long as we can, you know, as long as the cars keep flowing, we're going to keep it pushing. So I appreciate everyone, and yeah, stay tuned for more.